The current e-learning model, while an improvement on marches, is not conducive to my education. To start with, the asynchronous work is nothing but glorified homework, which we are expected to do after the periods. But after 5 hours of virtual lectures, nobody can bring themselves to do 2 more hours of e-learning. This is not a shortcoming of my peers or of my teachers. This is indicative of a fundamental flaw in e-learning. There is no classroom environment. The classroom environment is imperative to education. It places students in a setting where distractions are minimized and they are compelled to learn and to focus. Compare this to the average high schooler's bedroom, and the problem becomes obvious. Bedrooms. Bedrooms are a poor learning environment. Kitchens are a poor learning environment, and basements are a poor learning environment. In most people's homes, you'd be hard-pressed to find an apt learning environment because that is not a home's function. Some of you may be thinking, you can maybe just use the home office. I would like to remind these people that that is not an option that everyone has the luxury of considering, especially at a time when so many parents are having to work from home. So there are focus issues. So what, right? Kids have had trouble focusing in school anyway. No, this is different. In a typical school year, when a student has trouble focusing, it may be because they didn't sleep the night before, or maybe they skipped breakfast. But whatever the case may be, they can always come back fresh the next day to an environment ready to facilitate their focus. Not so with e-learning. In e-learning's case, the problems with focus are perpetual and irredeemable. This is why it can never succeed as a standalone learning model. For e-learning to see any success, it must be done in conjunction with in-person instruction. This hybrid model has already been carried out by several other high schools, such as St. Francis and St. Ignatius, without issue. Students are able to interact with their instructors in a controlled learning environment, and lessons are reinforced with online instruction. I envy my friends who attend these schools, as I know they are receiving a far better education than myself, and no amount of schedule alterations can possibly remedy this.
Bluetooth disconnected.
In order for public education to remain competitive, we must offer hybrid learning to students. I would like to emphasize offer hybrid learning, as I understand that it may be in some families' best interests to continue with e-learning. But exceptions should not define the rule, and for the vast majority of my peers, resuming in-person instruction is vital to resuming our education.
Thank you, Colin. I have Julie Berkowitz, who's next. Am I speaking?